Hey YouTube, coming at you with an Ultra League team, and I always use, it's Armored Mewtwo, and I always use this once every season, and every time I'm like, this Pokemon's not good in this league. It's just, the problem with this Pokemon is there are so many Dark and Ghosts in this league, right? Dark, you have Umbreon and Scrafty and Obstagoon on my team. And then you have like Drapion and Skunk, and so like so many Darks, and then you have like Giratina, which is everywhere as a ghost, and then you have Jellicent, and then you have like Cresselia, which will just kind of wall everything. So Mewtwo is not good, but I still have fun using it. So you need something to deal with all of that. So Obstagoon is one of the best to deal with all that, right? Because against other Darks, you can counter cross chop them, and then against Ghost you just resist, like triple resist between the normal and the Dark typing, so that's great. And then I like to grab shields. Pidgeot I think is just generally good in this meta. Again, you wall the Ghost as Pidgeot, and just general Brave Bird will either grab shield or do a ton of damage. So let's look at some of these battles. Mirror match here. This mirror match is somewhat tricky. You have one or two options. A Brave Bird does not KO right off the bat. Even if I threw Brave Bird right here and they let it go, it does not KO. So what I like to do is I like to Feather Dance, because even if they don't shield, if they Brave Bird now, they're not going to take me out. And then I can Brave Bird them with their attack, with their defense so much lower. So I'm going to grab a shield or take this out. And then depending what they want to do, I'll figure out what I want to do after. So they end up shielding. That's pretty quick. So I'm probably just going to let this go. And now I can come in and do whatever I want, either counter down or just come into Mewtwo. And they instant swap and hello Cobalion. And this is not that Mewtwo doesn't have any play. Like, it has a decent amount of play. And these Stone Edges, I do shield up Stone Edge because I played this matchup I think a couple times. And Stone Edge, it doesn't do a ton of damage. It does like 40 or 45%, but like it takes a while to get to those things. And the Armored Mewtwo is so defensive. So that is a super effective dynamic punch. After neutral confusions, actually way less than 45%, that did like 30% if that. But able to take that out, and now I have the confusion and side strike combo here that should take this out. Take that out, and out comes a Swampert, and I'm gonna get another side strike off. So okay, Armored Mewtwo, even though it has plenty of walls, it has the potential to cause a lot of problems. Again, confusion adds up. You're so defensive. I don't even know if a Hydro is pretty. It does not even take me out. Hydro does not take me out from that range, even though I'm deep in the yellow. So the fact that the confusions and side strikes can chip and you can just take so much damage, it just makes it a very, very strong Pokemon. Outside of the 15 things that I mentioned that will wall you. So shield up a Hydro here, counter down. So I end up playing. I played like half. I think I played half things with Obstagoon, and I can showcase all of them. And then I can showcase one with Scrafty. I put in Scrafty instead of Obstagoon. I just think that like Scrafty is better. And I think Obstagoon is good, but just a little more glassy, which is not a problem with this team because you have Mewtwo, which obviously just tanks a lot of stuff. So you can run it. Just non-stab counter just always frustrates me. I lower their attack. I already have a shield from them. Blast Burn still hurts though, so I may, yeah, I was about to say, I may shield it up. Just because I know Blast Burn is such a hard-hitting move. I think I'm going to have to let this one go because I don't want to double shield. I will live because I've already lowered their attack. And now I'm almost at 2 full Brave Bird here. So this will take out if I let it go. Where did my video go? Okay, I'm still talking. I don't know why my thing just shut down. Welcome back, me. They shield and I get the second one off. Como comes back in. And it is a Dragon Fighter, so I am just going to chip. Do they have a lowering attack move? No, they just have the Dragon Claw. And out comes the walrein, and then I obviously have a great answer here. So this is a pretty easy win here. So that's why Pidgeot in this team is really good. So how I basically play with this team is Pidgeot to just like grab shields or, yeah, grab shields on the front or take switch. And then Mewtwo to just sort of absorb everything and not worry about shields. And then Obstagoon to kind of shield for the win. That is how I'd play with this team. Again, not a lot of people have every time I showcase Armored Mewtwo, not a lot of, I'm probably going to put Obstagoon in the title and stuff like that, quite honestly. or Pidgeot actually, because a lot of people like Pidgeot. Because every time I put Army Mewtwo in the title and thumbnail, no one watches it because it was out once, and it was very, very. It was a long time ago. It has not been back since. So not a lot of people have it, and again, it is kind of limited. Like if you're trying to grind towards Legend, I wouldn't recommend Mewtwo just because of all the Pokemon that do cause it problems. But I always have fun using it. So we are against a Haxorus, which is going to breaking swipe me to lower my attack. Now, do I bait or do I just... So I bait here. Haxorus is... Even though they lower my attack, Haxorus is so glassy. I gotta imagine they're probably going to shield anyways. Yeah. Am I going to get to a move? Not for... If I want to take this out, I need to shield. And let it go. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's just not being aware of what's happening there. I thought I would have been taken out. I didn't want to shield because then, like, if they shield and farm down, they could have still threw a breaking swipe and lowered my attack on the next Pokemon. So I just kind of let it go, so I'm not switch locked. I mean, I wouldn't be switch locked anyways, but breaking swipe has added up a ton here. Escav, I throw. Why am I not throwing? Okay, you don't throw Psychic, which is resisted. Throw the Dynamic Punch, which is not resisted. But now I come in something that's double. Why didn't I throw a double Dynamic Punch? Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay. Step 1, throw Dynamic Punch. Step 2, stay in and throw Confusion Dynamic Punch even more because counters resisted. And you're not taking in double super effective counters on an Obstagoon. What the heck was that? Once in a while, I swear. So, I have beaten some of the best battlers in the world. In tournaments, I've beaten like Caleb Pang 2-1. I just 3-0'd someone in Gym Breakers that was like one of the top, like played like top 8 or top one of the top regionals, and I 3-0'd them. And it's just like on any given day, I think I can beat almost anyone. And then I do such stupid crap like this, and I'm just like, what? You're terrible. What are you doing? So, I mean, everyone has those moments. It's just the best players in the world minimize their inconsistencies. And gosh darn it, I do not minimize my inconsistencies. I make a lot of stupid mistakes. So yeah, ignore that terrible one. They get out into Jellicent, which is insane. Because I'm resisting here. I'm gonna Feather Dance. I could have just Brave Bird. Why is Cobalion in? Oh, I switched the. Okay, that's why I was like, why am I not getting Obstagoon? Because I switched to Cobalion. I have also. So I ran this team with Mewtwo, Pidgeot, and Cobalion, and Obstagoon, and Scrafty. So yeah, I guess you're gonna see all of them. Lowering the attack, I was able to just take 2 super effective Shadow Balls here. Oh, not even. They didn't even get to the second one, so that's good. Clearly, this is one of my only ones I used it because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm weak to Jellicent twice here. I'm weak to Dragonite twice here, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was the only time I used this team. Got 2 shields, which is great. I'm just gonna come in here, force them to throw here. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, and just run 1 shielded Cobalion. I've dropped Jellicent and now Dragonite, so I probably don't have to worry about a ton of others. I need to worry about a superpower here. Maybe they'll have a third answer. They have a third answer. Look at that. No kidding. So they have 3 answers to Cobalion. That's unfortunate. And had I had Obstagoon, I would have come into Obstagoon in the Jellicent. What am I doing? This was a long time ago. What is this editing? Sorry. What? Clearly I did not edit. And I put Obstagoon back in here. Okay. So Obstagoon and Cobalion. That was weird. Since when do I mess up the edit like that? I'm going to Feather Dance here. I don't expect them to shield, but as soon as I Feather Dance, Stone Edge is not going to take me out. And a Sacred Sword definitely not going to take me out. I could still probably live with Stone Edge, lowering their attack times too. They may just... Okay, so they do finally throw the Stone Edge, but I will live. And now I just need to make sure that I get this off. Again, I'll take this out or grab a shield. Both are fine. They do decide to shield. That's fine, because now I can just come... Again, Mewtwo, come in. Don't worry about shielding. And I am going to try and catch a Shadow Ball. It does not happen, but I'm still triple resisting the hexes. They can only throw surfs. Obstagoon's decently tanky. Problem is, they have a lot of energy, so these surfs are coming pretty quick. And these counters are obviously doing nothing. This happened earlier in the season, like obviously 22.99. This happened like one of the first few weeks. So you don't need to talk about the timing there. I saw how poor that timing was on fast move optimization. You will see. You will see. I know. I see it there too. I didn't do fast move optimization for majority of this, but you will see. I am focusing on getting better on it, and some of the battles you're going to see for Ultra League this week and for the couple Fossil Cup teams, you're going to see way better fast move optimization, because I'm really trying to focus on it. Again, there's three things I really need to focus on: fast move optimization, counting like my opponent's energy, and actually knowing the opponent's. So that involves some studying. So we're going to eventually get to that. I think fast moves optimization, I actually know when to throw properly. I just don't do it and haven't counted. So I am going to focus on that for the rest of this season to sort of maximize that. And then we'll look at trying to learn how to count and all the moves and stuff like that later in the season. I expected a catch there. Did not let them catch. Get this off. Is it enough? Again, not enough. Although I do get fusion now. And Glizzcore, and this is where Scrafty comes in. So I led Mewtwo instead of Pidgeot. I still think Pidgeot's the better lead, especially if you're going to like just Brave Bird and bail. I think it just gives you more options. So I don't know why I'm running Mewtwo on the lead, quite honestly. But again, that team idea is the same. I can take a super effective Night Slash. They're probably going to have two here now, though. So they can go back-to-back here and take me out if they want. Am I going to let them is the question. Probably. And just come Wing Attack. Oh, it doesn't even take me out. 3. I know it's non-stab. 3 super effective Night Slashes could not even take me out, which is insane. Pidgeot's going to come in. Again, they have not boosted yet, so I don't need to worry about this Night Slash. And I'm going to come out with 100 energy. My only sort of problem is if they come in with the Steel here, that's energy is useless. And they come in with the Jellicent. And what is happening? So let's just lower their attack immediately. Because if they're coming in Jellicent, they're also weak to Pidgeot in the back. So let's just force them to throw 2 times lowered Surfs. 4 times lowered Surfs. Yeah, okay. This is actually a smart on my play. If you're coming in Jellicent, you have terrible matchup in the back against Pidgeot. So I am just going to lower your Surf so much that the Hex is double resisted. Your Surfs are doing nothing. That I can just essentially farm up to 100 energy and not have to worry about any of these Surfs. So let's just now take... They haven't shielded anything. Maybe they're going to shield. I doubt it. So take them out, and it is a Cobalion. So we're just going straight Feather Dance, and now a boosted Scrafty counter Power Punch is going to absolutely dominate a 2 times lowered, weak to fighting Cobalion, and that is it. So our Mewtwo definitely has some play. It's fun to use in my opinion. I know a lot of people don't have it, but it was just, again, it was early in the season, so I was having some fun. And I had this banked. This is my last Ultra League team that's banked. I showcased all my Great League teams that are banked. So that's it. For all the future Ultra League and Great League teams, because I know there's a Great League, Ultra League, and Master League open week coming up in a couple weeks. So anything you see there will be new later in the season. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one.